Hey guys, my name is Maya, and today we're going to be talking about the standard form of circles and its equations. So the standard form equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. As you can see in the picture, the point hk is the center of the circle, and the square root of r squared is the radius. Now let's talk about transformations. If you're looking at the equation, the numbers representing h and k can show you how much a circle has moved from the origin. For example, if the equation didn't have any numbers where h and k are, then the center of the circle would be at 0, 0. So looking at the equation, if the number representing h has a plus sign in front of the number, then the circle will move that many to the left. If it has a subtraction symbol in front of the number, then the circle will move that many to the right. It's the same with the number representing k. If there's a subtraction symbol, then the circle will move up, and if there's an addition symbol, then the circle will move down. Let's use an example. Say you're given the equation x minus 6 squared plus y plus 4 squared is equal to 25. The number 6 has a negative sign in front of it, so we know to move right 6 units. The number 4 has a positive sign in front of it, so the circle will move down 4 units. Also, 25 replaces r squared, so we need to do the square root of 25, which is equal to 5. That means the radius of the circle is 5 units. Midpoint is used to find the center of the circle. The formula for midpoint is x1 plus x2 over 2, and then y1 plus y2 over 2. This might seem a little confusing, but it will all make sense with this next example. So let's say you're given a circle with endpoints 4, 4, and 6, 10. What you would do is take the x values of the 2 points and add them together, and then divide that number by 2. So 4 plus 6 is 10, divided by 2 is 5. It's the same with the y values, so 4 plus 10 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. So the center of your circle would be at 5, 7. The distance formula is used to find the radius of a circle. The formula for finding distance is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Let's try an example. You're given the center, which is negative 1, 10. And the circle passes through the origin. And you have to find the distance between those 2 points. So plug in the x and y values into the equation, and you end up with the square root of negative 1 minus 0 squared plus 10 minus 0 squared. Simplify that, and you have the square root of 101. Now you don't need to find the square root of 101 because the radius is r squared, so the radius is just 101. Now let's try to solve some word problems that deal with equations of circles. Find the equation of a circle whose center is at the point negative 2, 3, and has a radius length of 10. So first off, let's draw this example. So you have the center of the circle, which is at negative 2, 3. And the radius is 10 units long. So what we would do is plug in the points of the center into the equation. which would be x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared. And then the radius is r squared, so you would do 10 squared, which gets you 100. So your final equation would be x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 100. Let's try another example. Find an equation of the circle whose center is at 4, 2 and passes through the point 1, 2. So for this one, you're going to need the distance formula. But let's draw it out first. So you have the circle, and the center is at 4, 2. And the circle passes through the point 1, 2. So what we're trying to do is find the distance from this point to this point. So what we're going to need to do is the distance formula. So plug in the values, which would be 1 minus 4 squared plus 2 minus 2 squared. Simplify that, and that gets you the square root of 9, which is equal to 3. So your radius is 3. Now plug these points back in to the equation, and you get x minus 4 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 9. And that's it. So I hope you have a better understanding of the circles of equations. Bye.